Hello and welcome to the 3inMidfield podcast. Now, this is a bit different. We decided to go a little bit different and go straight to La Liga, and we'll do other leagues in the future. So, I am your host, Coach Kojo, for today. Cahill's not here. He's probably recuperating from some Arsenal humbling that he received in the previous podcast. He was bullied. That was my fault, and I have no shame in saying that I am quite happy. Not happy that he got bullied. He's my boy, but kind of happy that Arsenal got slandered. Anyway, we're here to discuss Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid today, which just finished and it ended 2-0. And I'm joined here by not only Newcastle fan, but Atletico fan as well. Those are football, obviously, king stuff. Kendall, how are you doing, miss?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Well, I'm good after the Newcastle win, but obviously Atletico just lost, so but I don't take it to heart as much as I would if Newcastle lost. So
Yeah, well, that's good then. So we can delve into this game and get your feelings on it. Well, how do you feel about the game? Obviously, those two, one goal disappointed me. The second one was a bit unlucky for Oblak. But how did you feel about the game?
it was frustrating more than anything. I think obviously this season, like I really think that we have a chance at winning La Liga. Obviously with Barcelona, they're in the mud at the moment. Real Madrid haven't really been doing that well. And it was just frustrating to see the system that we've sort of set up for most of this season just crumble today. Like I honestly don't know what went wrong at all. It was just our spacing was atrocious, and Real Madrid just penetrate in any sort of space that they could find. They set up so tactically well. Obviously, they set up with 3 strikers, so I knew that they were, that they wanted to win. Obviously, they were setting up to win. Suarez was a ghost. Don't even know where he was, and then he didn't even get taken off. João Felix got taken off, which was a very odd decision, like in my opinion, because João Felix can do defensive work as well as obviously attacking, whereas Suarez doesn't. He's a typical number 9. He doesn't do anything like that. So I was very confused. Tactical changes were horrific. I don't know what. The only thing that I understand was Lamar coming on because he had the most chances that we had all game. He had like 2 or 3 chances towards the end. But like when he's your best player and he's not even like a regular starter, I mean, it was negative from the off, to be honest. So,
well, that's something that we over here in the podcast that we tend to criticize about Simeone. Sometimes his substitutions that they cost him the game. But in his approach to the game, do you think he took the right approach with the lineup? Would you prefer to see Lamar start, considering Lamar did play quite well in recent weeks?
To be honest, no, because he's not a starter. So for me, like he wouldn't have really. He scored last game, but like he wouldn't have just been like there to start. In all fairness, so I wasn't surprised that he didn't start. But I was surprised that obviously when he came on, that he was like the standout for us, which was really strange. I mean, like Casemiro's goal was great. Yeah. The second goal, though, Carvajal's goal. I mean, yeah, as you say, Oblak could have done better. And to be fair, like he's up there with obviously the best goalkeepers in the world, in my opinion, and like at this moment. And he should have done better. Like if that's where you're going wrong, like obviously that's an issue there straight away when he's like being your most solid player for over a season and a half now. So it's a tough loss to take because when you want to win La Liga, like that's what you need to do. You need to win the big games, the derbies. But we can't really moan. Real Madrid were on their A game today, and it was annoying to see, and especially in that game after you had a difficult season. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, you guys have started the season well, regardless of this result today anyway, because you are still above Madrid and Barcelona, who are nowhere to be seen right now. But let's just discuss the goals quickly. Casemiro, I was quite disappointed because I know Atletico are quite strong defensively. Not even quite strong, they're very strong defensively. Simeone is a master of teaching how his teams how to defend. I don't even see him as too much of a defensive coach. I think he's very structured in the way he likes to just get his team playing rather than just parking the bus. But that goal was quite disappointing for me because it seems to be a free header for Casemiro. I mean, what do you think of that goal? Because that's not Atleti-like.
Yeah, I literally said, I tweeted as soon as he scored, I said, what the hell was going on? Because he was just by himself. Like, there was just nobody there. And then João Felix was, like, the closest player to him, which was already strange because it was close to the box. So, like, why he was playing so deep was just bizarre anyway. It was bad considering, as you say, like Simeone sets up so defensively anyway, and that's his structured system. It has been for a few years now. He's known as, part the bus manager. But yeah, it was a shambles, but it was a good goal. I mean, you can't really complain.
Yeah, good cross, good header the way he planted it right into the bottom corner. Second goal, element of luck from Carvajal. I do love players shooting from range, however, because you do create your own luck. But let's just discuss Oblak quickly, because Oblak is one hell of a goalkeeper. For me, he's actually the best in the world. He's been in the Western world for a while. Even when De Gea was doing his madness of a run, I think Oblak's work was underlooked because Atletico are not the fashionable side in La Liga.
Yeah.
Obviously, over the other two. But just how important is he to Atletico's side, just so people understand just how good he is?
He's massively important, especially when you set up so defensively, because you need that, you need that sort of spine if you want in your defence, that you need a good goalkeeper. But a lot of people would be like, well, he doesn't really do that much because you are like Atletico are so defensive. But he has so many clean sheets. Like, I feel like I did have the stat a couple of weeks ago. And he's like got over 100 clean sheets in like just a few more games. It's really, really, really good. And we're now a year unbeaten at the Wanda Metropolitano, obviously our stadium. So that in itself is just like a huge stat. Like, so he's vital to us, absolutely vital, especially when you've got a display like that, where your defense isn't great and you've got issues. And we've had a couple of injuries over the past, like, I would say maybe 6-ish months. We've had a good few injuries, like serious injuries. So you need that player that you can always rely on. So for me, like, he's just brilliant, and I really, really hope that we don't lose him obviously anytime soon. But fingers crossed, if we win the league, obviously I wouldn't be worried about it too much. But yeah, he's brilliant.
Yeah, well, you guys do remain top of the league regardless of the results, and you've got a game in hand over Real Madrid anyway, so they've got 3 points behind you.
Yeah.
But you've got a game in hand. Your next game is Huesca. That should be quite a simple win. How important is it that you bounce back?
Oh yeah, we've got to. If we lose these big games, obviously, like Real Madrid, I mean, I know we beat Barcelona, but they're, as I said, they're in the mud, so it's not too bad, to beat them this year. But we need to be beating the lower teams now. We had a comfortable win against bottom of the table, I think, like the last league game. So yeah, this game is a must win. If we've lost today and we want to win La Liga, like, these have got to be the games where you pick up the points, where it's easy for you to pick up the points, and where other teams are struggling to do that. So yeah, 100% we need to go out and get the win this weekend.
Is this Atletico's best chance to? Oh yeah, I was about to say yeah, but yeah, it is. Is this Atletico's best chance to win La Liga this year? I mean, it's still early, so I don't want to put too much pressure on them, because you know how the modern fan is, bottle job and all that rubbish. But is it their best chance to win the league this year?
100% in the past couple of years that I've obviously been watching. I mean, to be fair, I've been following Atletico since I was 9, and this is like one of the best chances I've seen for us to win La Liga this year, especially when you haven't really got that much competition at the moment to like Barcelona, like Real Madrid. So we've got to take it by the head this year and do it. And I would love to see Simeone win it again. I just really, really want him to do that.
Yeah, I'm going to look like such a fool here, but I was saying that I think his time was up at the beginning of the season, just because I felt like he had taken Atletico as far as he could. But what are your thoughts on him? Do you think he's still got years left in that club? Do you think he can take them further, maybe win another league, and hopefully finally get to the Champions League? Because they have a good record in Europe. It's just they tend to either face their enemies, Real Madrid, and when they had Ronaldo, it was just very long. But what do you think?
I love Simeone. I really, really appreciate him. I appreciate that he's got a specific system that he's set up for years. He has not changed tactically as a manager. And, it's got to a point now where it's working for him, but he's started to be more attacking since we signed Suarez. So obviously he's started to be more attacking, and I'm actually enjoying seeing it because it's worked so far. So I really, really like him. I want him to be successful. If we can win the Liga this year, I won't be too bothered about the Champions League because I think it's Bayern's this year. I think it'll be a struggle to win the Champions League this year with teams like Bayern in there. But yeah, so hopefully he wins it this year. I would really, really love to see it, especially like for players like Carrasco who've come back from China and things like that. I would love to see him win it. He's been standout player for us this year massively, along with Felix. So yeah, fingers crossed. This is his year, and I can actually have some joy out of football this year because it's been tough as a Newcastle fan. Let's put it that way.
It has been tough. You guys have been through it. Relegations, promotions. But today was a big win for you guys as well. We just brushed by that game quickly. One question. What is going on with Joe Linton? I mean, this uprising, I don't understand because this is very different.
I think it's a mixture of a couple of things because last season he was so obviously he was our sole striker, and we all saw, every single football fan who watches Premier League saw that he wasn't a number 9. We know that. He was given the iconic shirt, which is, as you go to a club like Newcastle, players like Shearer have had the number 9 shirt. It's big boots to fill when you want to impress at a club, and when you're not playing your right position, you're given a historical shirt. And you're expected to do so much because you've got a £40 million price tag. Obviously, the pressure's going to be on. When things weren't going the way he wanted them to, or the way we wanted them to, when everyone was on his back, and fair enough, you get criticised as a footballer. His confidence was shot, and then every time he did a mistake, it was just worse, and it was just piled on and piled on and piled on.
Yeah.
This year, the pressure's off massively because he's not playing as the lone striker anymore. Callum Wilson's come in. Obviously, we've re-signed Andy Carroll, even though he doesn't get played that much. But he's now playing on the wing, where I believe he is better. I'm not saying he's great. I'm not saying he's good there, but he is a lot better there.
Yeah.
So it seems like Wilson has kind of unlocked a little bit of Joe Linton's skill because Wilson's always in the right place. Most of the time to score a goal. Joe Linton's not pressured to be the goal scorer all the time. Yeah. And plus, fans aren't there. So I think it probably helps a little bit that the pressure is off him because we've seen like the last 2-3 games that he's played, his confidence has grown massively and it goes into the next game. Fair enough today, he had about 20 good minutes and then didn't do much afterwards. But to be fair to him, he was, vital in scoring for the first goal for Almiron. So I just hope he just keeps up with it because, form and confidence come together. And if he continues, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, right. Now to finish off, I'm going to get 2 predictions from you. First prediction, score for Atletico Huesca.
If I go off the last game because they were like low league, I think maybe depends how we set up now because today was atrocious and I was so confident. I'm going to go 3-0.
Okay, 3-0. And you guys Newcastle got Leeds next, I believe. That's a tough game, but it's away from home. But I actually think you can win that game. But what do you think? What is your prediction?
I think it's going to be a Leeds win, unfortunately, as much as I hate to say it, because, it's historical northern rivals and whatever from the 90s and the early 2000s. But, I can't see anything but a Leeds win. However, they do concede goals and they have a lot more shots where we're comfortable with saving them because we've got Darlow, who's smashing it in the league this year. I do think it'll be a close game, but I think Leeds might just nick it. So I've said 2-1 today. 2-1.
Okay. Hold you to that. Goal scorers, maybe? Push it a little bit further?
Bamford obviously scores goals for Leeds all the time. So it'll be, Bamford will probably be given. Obviously Wilson for us because he's the only one that ever scores goals. Really, we don't. So I've got to go Wilson, and probably I like Rafinha who plays for Leeds as well. Yeah, although he's not a constant goal scorer, I think he could probably penetrate our midfield a little bit. So yeah, Rafinha, Bamford, and Wilson.
Okay, awesome. And finally, just plug yourself. Plug away.
Kendall Ron on the screen. I'm Kendall Ron, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, anywhere you want to find me. Also, I do shows on the Football Terrace on a Sunday and a Friday. And also any Newcastle fan channels. Most of them I'm on at some point. But mostly the Magpie channel and NUFC Matters as well.
Awesome. And take it from me, she's got great content. So go follow her. Trust me, it's really good. All right. Thank you so much. This is the first one, and this will keep happening. We're going to start doing La Liga Anything that stops me
it's a
from
good
talking
idea.
about
Like to expand your content. That's a good idea.
exactly, and anything that stops me from talking about this stupid club, it's all good. So
I feel you. Trust me.
so this has been a free in midfield podcast. This is why Cahill does it and I don't do it. Have a nice night.